So here's an obstacle that's near and dear to our heart, the climbing wall. This wall happens to be 5 feet here at the Battlegrounds obstacle course. But traversing obstacles in the Spartan race and the Tough Mudder, you could be facing walls up to 10 or 15 feet. The traversing of a wall this height, not nearly as difficult, but the going over the wall, very similar. However, in a wall like this, you don't have to worry about necessarily what's going to happen on the other side. You're going to assume as you're starting to go over the wall that the environment on the other side of the wall is similar to this. I'm going to show you a way to traverse the wall much more quickly. Assuming you've worn the apparel that I've recommended that you have, it's going to be a lot easier and a lot less taxing on your upper body. For those of you that aren't very strong, this is going to be a little easier. The key to anything is always remember that when you're doing obstacles such as this, you're tired, you're probably wet, and the obstacle might be wet. You need to traverse it a little more safe, a little more carefully, but without messing with your speed. How to do that is what I'm going to show you here. Okay, so traversing the wall. The average person traversing a wall such as this may need to take a footstep or a foothold. They may even need to put a board down or something to stand on and get a boost. But what do they do when they're on top of the wall? The average person does this right here. This isn't real comfortable for me, and I'm betting for the ladies it's not really comfortable either. And yet you're going to try to come over the top of this wall while you're tired and come back down on the other side. How are you going to land? It's not quite as safe as you might think, although you've been doing this since you were a kid, climbing fences. This way, while it looks unsafe, is much more safe than you'd actually think. The key is, with somebody like me, I've got a belt on. You don't want to get the belt hung up on the wall, so being able to traverse the wall quickly and getting over it safely is the idea. But I'm going to stay much more close to the wall, like this. I've got my hand supported on the back side of the wall, like this, and it will actually propel me over the wall. So when I do this in full speed, my legs will traverse and go over the wall in one particular motion. The key is that you're staying close to the wall. If you do fall, you're never falling very far, and you don't trip, and you're not out of position. The worst thing that'll possibly happen is you'll lose your balance and you'll fall to one knee. It's not going to happen when you're on the wall, though. Remember, I'm going to use my hand on the back side of the wall, which you will not be able to see, but I'm actually going to push my weight over the wall quickly using that back hand. Stopping here? Nope, don't need to. Leg goes over the wall. Remember, you're laying on the top of the wall, so all that's necessary for you to propel yourself over the wall is a little bit of leg momentum. It's just a foot kick, but that back hand, supporting your weight on the back side of the wall, will propel you forward. It's not nearly as hard as you think. Give it a try.